Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Kristen. Today's video is the super full moon, the blood moon, the wolf moon, the lunar eclipse in Leo energy report. And the main theme for this full moon is reset and refuel. Now there are, of course, shadow aspects to this full moon and light aspects. So let's start with the shadow aspects first so that we can end on a positive note. But I do want to mention that the downloads for this full moon have already started. I started to get them last night, and when I was putting on my makeup, when I was getting ready to film this video, all of a sudden my pineal gland just started buzzing and shooting out light, and I looked at the time and it was 12:22. So whenever you're experiencing a download, if you just happen to look at the time, it'll give you an idea of what type of download it is. I can just feel from the energy of the time that was a twin flame download. So, and sometimes you can feel if it's masculine or feminine. The other day I had a download at 9:47 and that number just didn't resonate with me, and I knew it was a part of masculine energy, something integrating inside me. So play around with that now that we're getting so many downloads during this full moon cycle. Okay, so let's talk about who this full moon affects. And the answer is everybody. So if you are a Leo, if you have Leo rising, if you have a Leo moon, if you identify with the wolf animal totem, if you were on an awakening journey, if you are watching this video, then you will be riding the Leo awakening waves. So let's talk about some pitfalls to avoid. The number one shadow aspect to this full moon is drama. Leo energy, unfortunately, just loves drama. That is one of the shadow aspects of this energy. So be mindful not to get caught up in someone else's drama. Be mindful not to get pulled in. Also be mindful not to start drama. So this might not be the best time to confront someone about something. You might want to think about it a little bit more first. And the drama can also be internal. So another shadow aspect of this full moon is that darn internal critic that wants to just come back and rear its ugly head. So the internal critic does not have your best interest at heart. The internal and inner critic is mean. They want to remind you of horrible things. They want to remind you and point to all kinds of evidence of things. They love, oh gosh, the inner critic loves to dredge up the past. So the best way to tame the inner critic is to observe, to witness the thoughts or feelings that are coming forward. Know that they are purging out, that the inner critic is making its grand finale as it exits stage left. And the inner critic is not just yours. The inner critic is old karma, it is ancestral, it is genetic, it is so old. So let it come up without judgment, without taking it personally. Certainly do not believe anything the inner critic has to say. They are known liars. Okay, so the way that you get back into your inner self, your divine self, your inner knowing energy is through self-love, is through self-nurturing, and like I said, the witnessing and observing of the other energy rather than wrestling it to the ground or, heaven forbid, listening to it and thinking what it's saying is true. So along with that inner critic and drama energy, we have the energy of pride and ego. So those all go together, okay? And those are the shadow aspects of Leo and things that we just want to be mindful of, because there are so many wonderful aspects to a Leo and so many wonderful aspects to this full moon. And that is, we get a clean slate and we get an epic, I mean grand reset. A reset bigger than most of us have ever experienced in our entire life, certainly in our awakening. So through this reset, we get to decide what is not working for us and stop it. We also get to access the best part of Leo energy, which is the creative, the expressive, the inspiration, the passionate, the gregarious, the happy. When I am in my light Leo energy, I feel unstoppable. I am a creative, oh my gosh, I am a creative force to be reckoned with. And also, when I am in my light Leo energy, I am also a powerful, powerful manifester. So these are the energies that we want to embrace during this full moon cycle. These are the energies that we want to use to our advantage to start a new project, to let the creative juices flow, to feel passion and inspired, and to set up what we'd like to experience and what our cosmic mission and cosmic purpose is here on Earth for the next 20 or so years. So oftentimes when I say cosmic mission, or even when I hear someone say your purpose, I somehow think that I've got to win an Academy Award, or it has to be this big, huge thing. It absolutely does not. The big, huge thing that might be your cosmic mission is finding peace and happiness. And that is not any less than winning a quote unquote Academy Award. I know that my mission and my purpose right now is about healing myself and getting my physical body strong. And what I do have to say is I feel so much stronger today. When I made that video yesterday, I was still feeling a little battered after the storm. And as the energies of the full moon started to come in last night, I started to feel like myself again. I started to feel creative and inspired and happy and peaceful on the inside. And so these are the energetic waves that we want to ride, because these will take us, these are the momentum for our timelines to move forward. Okay, so the next part of this energy that I just absolutely love, and that it also relates to twin flames, is this magical, childlike, this aspect of you, of your inner child, that is so authentic and true and just full of life and youthful exuberance. This is a wonderful energy of this full moon. And how it relates to twin flames is, this is the aspect of you that your twin flame absolutely adores. This is the aspect of you that lights your twin flame up, because it lights you up. And so if you are no matter where you are on your twin flame journey, even if you haven't met your twin flame yet, if you can access your own inner childlike energies, it will help to bring that energy closer in 3D. And there is an old video that I made, one of the first videos on my channel, and I will link it below, where I had this vision of my twin flame on a skateboard as a little boy, and he skated towards me. And whenever I think of this image of him on this skateboard and how happy and proud he was to like ride on this half pike, I think what it's called, or half pipe. I'm not sure with skateboard lingo. You can correct me below if you're a skateboarder. But I will never forget that vision. And when I think of it, it just makes my whole body just buzz with love. And if you're in the separation phase right now, if you're not speaking to your twin flame and you're still having a lot of anger, and if you're still working through that inner turmoil to get to a place of peace, accessing your own inner child, that happy part of you, will help you get there. And no matter how angry or hurt or betrayed that you feel by your twin flame, even if you're married and you have kids and he or she just, pissed you off, it's really hard to be angry with them when you think of them as that sweet little one. So that is this energy that just keeps coming up in the twin flame collective of part of being our true authentic self is embodying that wonderful childlike magic. Okay, so the next part of the energy report that I want to talk about is Generation X. So I am not exactly sure how this fits into this energy, but it keeps coming up, so I want to mention it. So I am a member of Generation X. Generation X is in between baby boomers and millennials. We had our childhood in the 80s and we grew up in the 90s. So we are the bridge between not having a cell phone, and when you called someone, maybe they had an answering machine and maybe they didn't. But we also know how to use technology because technology grew up around us, so it's not foreign to us. Generation X in 2019 has a tremendous importance in the awakening. So whatever is coming to you as I say that, if you are a member of Generation X, please comment below, because we are kindred spirits and we are a somewhat forgotten about generation, right? We hear a lot about baby boomers. We hear all about millennials. We can't stop talking about rainbow babies and indigos. But Generation Xers are a bridge to an awakened 5D paradigm being fully anchored here on Earth. So, like I said, let's see where this goes. I just keep getting this hit, and if you are getting a further hit about how Generation Xers and this Leo super full moon, blood moon, wolf moon go together, please give me your intuitive hits below. I would love to hear your perspective. Okay, so there has been a song that has also just been playing over in my head. There's actually been a lot of 80s songs, like 80s love songs, but this particular one is called Everlasting Love, and it's by Howard Jones. And the lyrics to this song describe a twin flame union so beautifully. It talks about an everlasting love, a lover, a friend, and something precious and something divine. And wait for it, give it some time. So Leo energy is all about the heart. Leo, the lion heart. Leos are guided by the heart. Each zodiac sign actually rules a part of the body. Like Pisces is the feet. So this energy is about believing in your heart's desires first, acknowledging them second, then allowing the inspired action of how they're guiding you forward third, and then setting that tone in your energy field. When we set our field with love, when we set our field with our heart's desires, in 5D, instant manifestation is possible and will become the norm. So during this full moon energy, there might be a lot of nervousness. There might be that buzzing, that electric feeling on your skin, in your body, in your energetic field. Let's help interpret that energy. What is really going on is the excitement of new possibilities. What is really going on is new energies coming in. Your body isn't quite sure what they are, But with your conscious mind and with your heart, you can turn any nervousness into excitement and into forward momentum in a split second. And that's what this Leo energy wants to help us do, to be able to pivot out of these shadow aspects and into the most wonderful aspects of our life: love, inspiration, passion, creativity, and manifesting our heart's desires. So there is one more thing that I will just mention, and I wasn't sure if I was going to mention it. It does somewhat fall into the shadow side, but again, we'll see how this plays out. But again, it keeps coming up, so I'm going to mention it. I wrote it down because I heard it very specifically. Okay, sorry I jumped around. I hope when the whole video ends that it all comes together. I know it will. In this energy, female misogynistic sympathizers are just something to be aware of. Like I said, I'm not exactly sure how this is meant to play out in these new energies, but basically what this means is a female feminine energy that is giving a voice to the patriarchy, authoritarianism, and is denying her own femininity. So I can think of an example of this in my own life. I can think of several women that I know, family members, who are in this energy. So we need to be aware of it so they don't cause drama, so they don't project their own female loathing onto our beautiful nectar divine feminine that is in the process of blossoming. But they also need our love, support, and compassion, for their journey is not an easy one right now when they are denying their own femininity. So there is an aspect of this Leo energy that's like, I am woman, hear me roar, okay? There is an aspect to this Leo energy that allows a man to be seen for what true masculinity is. The leader of that pride in his light, full, and holistic state is dependable, creative, inspired, protective, grounded, and he's the king of the jungle. I love that definition of masculinity. Doesn't that feel so good? Please, masculine energy. And when I say masculine energy, you know, that can be in a woman's body. Feminine energy can be in a male's body. I use the term just in an energetic form because twin flames and the awakening, and in this new energy, judgment of people's lovers, partners, who they are, that doesn't go in 5D, okay? We are accepting of individuality. And so I want to speak in terms that allow the LGBT community and twin flame relationships of all kinds to feel seen and heard in this space. So when I say masculine energy, when you are now in the process of redefining what this masculine energy looks like for you, what does healthy, holistic masculine energy feel like, look like, embody, please share it below. I would love to know, and also all of the other feminine energies watching this video and subscribe to this channel would love to know as well. So the Leo full moon allows us a chance to reset, redefine, restart, reinvigorate, and refill our tanks. And we have this wonderful opportunity to refill ourselves up with love. So I am sending you so much love and wishing you a magical energy shift, because I just cannot overstate how powerful this energy shift is, holding space for you to ride the Leo awakening waves with ease and grace. And feel free to comment and share your experience below. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Namaste.